All right, well, welcome back to day 3 of Speed Week, and if you're, I'm wrong, not Speed Week, Strength Week. And if you're wondering why I said that, then you either forgot about what I said at the beginning of the second day's video, or you just jumped right to this one. But you don't have to do them in order. There is a theme and an idea, and here we're basically working on strength. Today's workout, no telling how long it'll take you to do. Also, what I'm doing early on here is introducing a lot of different styles and techniques for varying up the workout. So if you decide to do something on your own, you can do these that way. But let's get started with some stretching here. And this is one of my real go-to stretches, where you put your hand behind your back, and like with your other hand, really force it down to as far as it can go, right? I really love how it helps me stretch out here. It just feels so good, after pushing around all day in my wheelchair and doing the transfers. Just if I have a free moment, waiting on something or whatever, sometimes I'll just put that one arm up over my head, and with my elbow grab it, and then switch, because gotta treat both sides equally here. I am not in any way telling you that you have to be in a wheelchair to use these, but I'm just trying to populate the video, the workout video world with some things that wheelchair people can do, because there's so many of these able-bodied trainers who just think, oh, you're in a wheelchair, okay, well, that's just like doing a chair workout. And so sit there in your chair and kick your leg out. Well, my legs don't kick out, right? And lift your knees sitting in the chair, right? And they're just like, well, you're sitting in a chair, it's okay, you won't fall over because your legs are, it's like, no, you don't understand. I can't control my legs, I don't, right? And so the AB trainers just don't get it. All right, so do this, get a good 5-minute stretch in, and this gives me a chance to do the disclaimers, like I always say, the legal stuff. All warranties are disclaimed, including and not limited to the warranty for fitness for a particular purpose, and the implied warranty of merchantability for or implied warranty of merchantability. There's no you video watchers are gonna hold harmless and indemnify me for any losses you may have as a result of using these videos. And as always, you should only be exercising if you have talked it over and have permission from your medical advisors. All right, so today's workout is Strength Week, and it's a maneuver we all know since rehab. It's the wheelchair push-up, and it's ladders. And the way ladders work is you start with a set number. Now today I'm going to start with 1. You could easily say, okay, we'll do 5. You do that, and then however long that takes you in the first minute, that's fine, and the rest of that minute you have to rest. And then in the second minute, you add 1 to whatever you did before. So in this case, we're starting with 1. So in the second minute, we'll do 2, and then we'll rest the rest of the minute. And then at the beginning of the third minute, we will start and do 3 and rest, right? And you keep going until you can't get them all done in a minute, right? So theoretically, if you could do one a second, and I think that's way too fast, but I'm trying to keep the math simple for my pea brain. You do one a second, you'll be done in an hour, right? Because at that 60th minute, you'll do 60, and that's all you can do. And then the next one, you try to do 61, and you're just, So I guess I lied. You'll be done in an hour and a minute because you go to that point, right? But as always, safety first. If you get to the point where you can't safely do your wheelchair push-up, right? Or if you're thinking, golly, I gotta drive myself to the store today with my hand-controlled car, right? I need to make sure I can, hold my hand controls and stop at the stop sign or stop light and all that. Well, go, stop right now, go do your shopping, do anything that you're gonna need to do your arms, or, slack off in the workout. I don't like saying slack off in the workout. That's why I say go do your grocery shopping and then, do this just before you go to bed. But you wanna go until you can't get it done in a minute, or if your form suffers, then stop. You're not going to gain anything by doing it partially or inappropriate. The strength, the body weight exercise comes from doing it properly, not from doing it part way, okay? So, again, for a refresher, right? What's the wheelchair push-up? Arms on both sides of you right here. To really help yourself out here, let's, squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back. Really, think about it, because now we're going to be activating those latissimus dorsi, and push up, and then in a controlled way, let down, right? You're not going to just, take your hands off and slam your bottom into the seat. That's a good mom word. I don't want you to hit that, even if you got a pad underneath you, you can come down hard enough and split your skin. Now you're at the wound clinic, it's just not worth it, guys. Controlled up and down, all right? First few are gonna be pretty easy, right? 1 in a minute, 2 in a minute, right? You're gonna really start feeling it when you get to, the 15, 20 minute point and all that. So, let's get this workout started. Again, this is a ladder with wheelchair push-ups. If you were freelancing on this, something you could also do with the ladders is add a couple other motions, right? In previous workouts, we've rotated our hands, right, arms, and we did it for 10 forward and back, but maybe you want to do it 2 or 3 times forward and back, and then start adding each time. We did the modified man maker, where we were doing a row into a clean, into a jerk, right? You could do those and then increase the number each time, right? That'll obviously take up time and it'll shorten up your workout. And since this was strength week, I just said, you know what, we'll just do the wheelchair push-ups. And with that, hopefully you've been able to set your timer up. And again, you beasts out there are going to be able to do these faster than I can and last longer, and so you'll do many more minutes than I will. And for you people who just started, this is the first time you've done a workout, or this week you started doing wheelchair workouts, you may only get 10 minutes in and then your form starts to degrade. That's fine, because then the next time you do ladders with these things, maybe you can make it to 11 or 12 or 15 minutes, right? So, timer set to do a minute and start. And 10-second start clock is going. right, so 1. Right. Again, the idea behind this is to build up. And if you just said, you know, 1's way too little for me, you create your own workout. Start your own channel, right? And start with 5 or 10. That's up to you. I'm starting with 1, and we'll build up from there, right? So 30 seconds in, and soon we'll be doing our second rung on the ladder. So it's giving me the 10 seconds, right? Get my arms in position by my side here. And I'm going to lift my wide behind once and lift it a second at a time. And that was my second set in the ladders. And it seemed to take maybe around 10 seconds, so I seem to be doing them at about 5 seconds wheelchair push-up, right? Want to lock your arms out at the top, and then you want to lower yourself gently. You know, do everything safely. Don't end up at the hospital. Nothing good happens in the hospital. You know, sorry, any of you people who work in a hospital. You know, you're laying in bed, maybe a wound back on you, you got stitches, whatever. It's just you're not going to be increasing the quality of your life. So it's got a 10-second warning here, so get my arms ready, because it takes a lot to lift my wide behind here. All right, 3. So it's 1, 2, locking out the arms, 3, and again, there. Well, maybe like 12 seconds, so I must have picked up speed 4 times, right? But, you know, especially in these early rounds, and then it helps set the muscles up for later, think about really getting that chest out, that those
halfway there.
Shoulder blades pushing themselves together, you know, pinching the shoulder blades together, and get a good form so it becomes natural. And then when you're up to 15, 20, 30 in a minute, you won't have to think about it because your muscles have been trained to do it the right way, right? So 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so having done that, I'm going to just leave it to you guys to make it as far as you can go. This is a good one where you could take records for yourself, right? If you make it 30 minutes in, say, you know, wheelchair push-up ladders, made it 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever the time is, and then in a month, try it again, make it your workout of the day, and
10 seconds.
Well, it's going to make me start over, so I'm stopping here. But and then, you know, the next time, if you can go 17, 20 minutes instead of the 15 you did today, you know, you can now chart improvement. You can see the progress. Hopefully you are enjoying Strength Week here, and see you tomorrow with another workout.